Hey guys, what is going on? Thank you so much for clicking on the video. Listen, I have been asked for quite a while about doing cooking videos again. So I am finally here with a video of something that we're cooking. We're cooking kale. Kale. I love greens. Greens, green beans, those are like my little things. I'm one of those kids. I was the little fat kid that didn't mind eating vegetables. That was my thing. But growing up, greens was actually one of my things. My grandmother actually cooked greens all the time. And of course, you know, there's the 4 different kinds, and all of that. You got your kale, you got your collard, you got your mustard, you got your turnip. And then people do the little mixes and all of that. But my favorite of all of them is actually kale. And that's what I'm actually showing today. How I do my kale, how I season them, how I cook them, and sprinkle a little bit of jalapeno. Let's get to it. Okay, y'all, now listen. This is my little thing that I do. I already had started. You see down there in the pot, child, that is ham hocks. Y'all know I'm always giving a pig party, child. So ham hocks, and I cook my ham hocks all the way done before I ever even put my greens or string beans, no matter which one I'm doing. I cook them completely done before I ever put my vegetable inside of them. So yeah, it's like an all-day situation going down when I'm messing around with this. So that's what I got going on. Of course, you take and wash them. Please wash your meat. Wash your meat. I don't know where people get that mess from, but you must wash your meat, honey. Wash your meat. All your meat. Wash it. But yeah, so I had actually washed them, and in my the water, I put crushed red pepper seeds. I do a little bit of jalapeno pepper juice. I do Lowry seasoned salt, black pepper, and yeah, that's really, really basic. I start off very, very basic, and I just literally just let them cook kind of on medium. And I'll just let them cook. And it will take hours to get them tender to where, yeah. Because when this is done, when a ham hock is done the proper way, literally that ham, you can just slide it right out from the fat. Like it will just slide apart when it's done properly. But that's just my thing. Now I know I have an aunt that when she does hers, she literally washes up everything. And then she just literally just throws everything in the pot all together. But yeah, that's just, you know, as you cook and you get older, you just kind of you develop your own way of doing things. So it is what it is. I always cook my meat before I even add my vegetables. Anyway, let's move on. Okay, you guys. Now what I'm doing is I'm actually cleaning these greens now. Listen, I'm doing kale. Kale is actually my favorite of the greens family. You got kale, collard, mustard, and turnip, and then you have folks who generally do a lot of mixtures. I know I grew up where folks do a lot of collard and kale mixtures. It's okay. It's okay. You know, it's all right. I grew up with that, but again, as you grow into your own, you do your own thing. Kale is my favorite. That's just the way it is. Kale's my favorite. And of the 4, kale is the dirtiest and the hardest to clean because they're actually curly. They are curly. You see that? They are curly. So, you know, there's dirt can get all up into there. And they take the longest and they are the most worrisome. But they are my favorite. They are my favorite. And now listen. So when I start off, I do a little detergent. I actually use dish detergent, Palmolive, and I put salt in my water. And the water it's not warm, it's not cold, but you know, kind of I like to have it like a little bit of room, like I say a little colder than room temperature. And like I said, you put a little salt in there. I don't know. I always heard that if you put salt in there, the salt, if there's bugs, it makes the bugs rise to the top. I don't know what that's all about, but anyway, anyhow, this is how I actually get started. So, that, like I said, they're the most worrisome to clean and to pick. But you literally, you know, you just got to take your time. It's one of those things. Greens are, they're good, but it's time consuming. It's time consuming. You have to have time and you have to be willing to put the time in to do it. And you're going to let them soak. Let's just get started here. See, you have, this is all the good stuff. And you'll get rid of this stem and go all the way up the vein. I get rid of all this. There's some people who actually do keep that stem in there, some of that stem in there. I know they'll tell you, oh no, all of the nutrients are in the stem. Well, guess what? I won't be having any nutrients. Do you understand? Because I'm not sitting around eating a plate full of stems. I ain't got time for it. So I literally get rid of the stem pretty much altogether. You just break that off. Put it on in there. And you know what? Ain't no quicker way that I know of, child. You just got to do it. You got to work through it. Ain't no slick, quick ways of doing it. You just got to do your thing. Do your thing. See, it's not brain surgery. It really isn't brain surgery. Like I said, it's just a little time consuming. But you just do it, baby. And get it done. That's all. So that's it. Get rid of the stem. Pull it off. Put it in the water. And you're going to literally, when you get them picked, then you'll go to washing, baby. Washing like you're washing clothes. You remember when people used to wash clothes by hand back in the day? Before there was washing machines and carrying on? That's the whole same process when you're dealing with greens, baby. It's like washing clothes back in the day. All that rinsing, and trust me, when you messing with kale, there's going to be a whole lot. Me with greens, period, because of the fact that I do use the dish detergent. You got to get all that out, baby. So it's very important that you get rid of all of that. I've heard of people who actually wash their grains. They say they wash their grains and all they do is just put salt and let the stuff float and then do whatever and then rinse them. Listen, I don't know nothing about washing nothing, and no soap is involved. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know nothing about it. I don't know nothing about no salt cleaning no greens. Greens is nasty. They come from the ground and they're outside. They're grown outside. So I can't imagine getting through it without some type of form of soap. I'm sorry. That's just me. That's just me. So, okay, I'm not going to make you all watch all of this. I'm going to continue on, and then I'll get this done, and then I'll come back. All right. Keep watching. Okay, you guys, now that I've gotten all of them pulled and gotten rid of the stems and all that kind of carrying on, remember what I said. It's just like washing clothes, honey. That's what it always reminds me of. And you will dig to the bottom and pull them up and wash and clean. Trust me, If you don't feel it in your shoulders and in your elbows, you ain't doing nothing, and you ain't doing it right. Ain't nobody sitting around eating no filthy greens, okay? Quit playing. And take your time. Work your way through them. But this is what it reminds me of. The way that they used to wash clothes back in the day before there were washing machines. Somebody had to do this with their clothes. I'm going to continue doing this. And after a while, I'm going to let them sit. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to go through them some more. Like I said, it's a chore. Trust me. But it's worth it when it's all over with. All right. I'll get back with y'all shortly. All right. Remember, feel it in your elbows and in your shoulders or you ain't doing nothing. Later. Okay guys, this is what they look like, all cleaned up and rinsed. That's what they look like. You see the color is real vibrant and real clean. Clean, that's the important part. Clean and green. Green. Alright, so now this ham hocks have actually been on for a couple of hours. And they're pretty much done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start adding my greens to the pot. Real simple. I'm telling you, this is really simple. It's just time consuming. But it's really, really simple. It really is. Let's go. Let's add these to the pot. Okay, you guys. So I've actually added my greens to the pot. And I added a little bit of water to it. But you don't want to overdo it with the water because you got to know they actually do make their own. They create some more water of their own, which ends up turning into what we end up calling pot liquor. Pot liquor. But yeah, so you can still see you can see some of the seasonings around the sides of the pot where some of the water has actually evaporated out and all of that. But like I said, they'll create some more water of their own. And if you feel they're getting down a little too low, you can actually add a little bit more. You do what you need to. But like I said, very easy. And you just watch it. And you just got to have time. That's all. It takes time. This is going to be good, though. All right, you guys. So you got time. Go do something. Go clean up your kitchen. And go do something else. Because you got plenty of time to let these suckers cook. All right, guys. We're out of here for a second. All right. Okay, you guys. Now, this part, this is surely up to you. I actually do this. I add what you're looking at here. It's about an onion and a half that I actually slice, and I actually put it right on top. I've been cooking these for quite a while now. And I put the onion on. They basically will cook right up into the greens. You'll never even know that they were actually there. It is done for flavor. It is, again, up to you. I know there's people who actually don't like onions and that kind of thing. This is something that I do. I do this. And like I said, they're going to cook right up into it. But I just take it and cut them and just leave it right on top. And then they will actually cook up into it. And it just is what it is. It all goes in together to make it good when you get all done. All right, y'all. Look, keep cooking. Keep cooking. Okay, you guys. We are officially done. We are done. We are done. We are done. And this is what you got. I am going to go ahead. Like I said, it's a slow process, but worth it in the end. I'm going to plate it up, and we are going to go ahead and end this. But this is basically how I put together my pot of kale. So let me plate this up. All right. Okay, you guys, I'm done. I am done. Here we go. Here is the plate. Here is the plate. That's how I do it. Now, generally, we do this in a bowl. I am a person, I don't like really, really wet food. So now, of course, you all seen as we went through, I have the whole pot. The pot's full of what we call pot liquor. Most people do it in a bowl. They actually will do like cornbread or rolls and that kind of thing. I always strain all the juice off. But baby, the juice is actually there for the rest of my family who actually likes the juice. I just kind of strain my juice off. But let's go ahead and taste it and see what we got. Like I said, there's jalapenos on there. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Told you, it takes a while to do, but it is so worth it. It is so worth it. That's my fave. All right, y'all. I'm going and eat my greens. And finish burning my mouth up with these jalapenos. Yes, God, honey. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Later.